Hey guys, Ems here. Today I'm going to be teaching you guys the ICT Judas swing strategy. This is an amazing strategy that forms a couple times per week. It may not form every day, but when it does form, it is amazing. It has an extremely high win rate, and this is the only strategy you need. If you want to pass your funded account, this is the strategy. If you want to make extra money on your account, in general, just this is the strategy to go with. It's an amazing strategy. I'm going to be giving you guys a breakdown of the whole thing, step-by-step breakdown, and show you guys everything you need to know about this strategy. So let's get into it. Before trading the Judas swing, we want to know what is the Judas swing. So the Judas swing is the false one that trips up traders who don't have a proper understanding or bias of the market. What do I mean by this? As you can see, market looks bullish here, and then we take out the Asian highs, so traders that may be trading on a breakout start placing their buys here, and what happens? Market drops off and hits their stops, which they would presumably place at the Asian low. So, and this low right here, this is the London low. It's usually an energetic swing that will set the high or low for the day. In this case, it's the low that's been set for the day. Now, what could be the reasoning for this price spike, this quick price spike? One, as I said earlier, limits, stop orders. We could have a buy stop here. So traders trading on a breakout have their buy stop triggered. Market comes up a bit and then goes right down, hits their stop loss. So another reason could be traders possibly trading resistance on the Asian highs. Trading resistance, having their stop loss up here. Stop loss gets hit. Market quickly reverses. This is where the main manipulation happens. This itself is the Judas swing. It's called the Judas swing because it leads traders up here thinking market is bullish, and then it comes right down. So all the Judas swing is market leading traders in the wrong way, as hinted by the name Judas. If you guys know what Judas is and where it comes from, then you'd know why it makes sense, as it betrays traders. It goes up on the wrong way and quickly sells off, reversing. Now, with all that in mind, let's go on to times and pairs. What time can we trade the Judas swing, and what pairs does it work best on? So times, it begins on 12 a.m. midnight New York time, and I have UK time here for you guys in the UK, 4 a.m. UK time, and it would end 9 a.m. UK time. For New York time, that is 12 a.m. midnight, and it ends at 5 a.m. As for pairs, you guys should backtest this yourself. However, I found from when I was trading, Euro USD, GBP USD works best for Forex pairs, and for indices, SPX 500 works the best. I've tried NASDAQ. It doesn't work too well on NASDAQ. It may form sometimes. However, I recommend you guys just stick to these pairs. It's the most consistent. So now I hope you guys are up to date with why the Judas form swings, what time, what pairs, everything about it. So I'm going to start going into a 5-step plan for the Judas swing, how to find it, how to catch it, how to trade it. So let's get started with step 1. Identify your 5 or 15-minute market bias. What do I mean by this? You want to go into your 5 or 15-minute time frame, and you want to see, is market an uptrend or downtrend? Is market forming higher highs, lower lows and lower highs? If market is forming higher highs and lower highs, that means it's an uptrend. As you can see in this example, it's forming lower lows. This low is lower than, no, this low is lower than this low, and this low is lower than that low, and this high is lower than this high, and this high is lower than this high. Therefore, we are on a downtrend. That might sound a bit confusing. I'm just saying a lot of words. However, it should make a lot of sense. It's very simple. So another way we can identify bias is order flow. What do I mean by this? Is market respecting all the bearish order blocks and fair value gaps, as we can see here, respecting fair value gap here, respecting order block here, respecting fair value gap here, respecting order block here. It means we are bearish, as we are respecting the bearish order flow. So let's move on to step 2. Time frame and key liquidity levels. So delineate your time. What do I mean by this? What does delineate mean? It's a big word. Delineate means to mark out your time. So from 12 a.m. New York time to 5 a.m. New York time. And I've marked out my Asian highs and lows as key liquidity levels. Now, you could wait for one of the other key liquidity levels, such as a previous day high or day low, or daily high, daily low, Asian session high or low, as we have here. You could wait for a London session high or low, a previous week high or low, equal highs, equal lows. These are all key liquidity levels you could trade the Judas swing off. Step 3 is our false run. So we want to wait for market to take out buy side or sell side liquidity or one of our key liquidity levels. In our case, this is the Asian high or Asian low. However, we want to only look at it based on the confluence of our order flow or our bias on the 5 or 15 minute. So if we were bullish on the 5 or 15 minute, we want to wait for market to take out the Asian lows so we can then long the market. If we were bearish, we want market to take out the Asian highs so then we can short the market. So as we are bearish, we want to look for market to break the Asian high and then short the market in our case. So from this point on, we know we are short on the market and we are looking for sells. So step 4, entry. How do we find our entry? So we want to drop onto the 1 minute, 2 minute, the 3 minute time frame. And we want to wait for a market structure shift with displacement. What is a market structure shift? A market structure shift usually indicates a reversal in trend from bullish to bearish or bearish to bullish. So what we look for in a market structure shift is we want this candle to have displacement and for it to close below this candle. This is a market structure shift as we close below this candle and we finish with displacement. So with our market structure shift, we have left behind a fair value gap. And I usually enter the 50% level of our fair value gap. If you guys want to find out how to find it, just use your fib tool, use your Fibonacci tool from the bottom of your fair value gap all the way to the top and enter from the 50% mark. I found this is a great way to minimize your risk. It just helps with my entries a lot. It decreases my drawdown. So it's a tip I recommend you guys take. Now, the final step, step 5. This is our favorite step, the execution of the trade. And it's also the easiest step. All we have to do is wait for market to enter our zone. We could place our limits here and we don't even have to watch the trade. So as for stop losses and targets, I place my stop loss above the swing high. That's just my preference. I make sure my stop loss is about big enough for the trade to play out a little bit. If you place your stop loss too tight, you don't want to risk getting stopped out and a market reversing and missing out on the trade. So give your stop loss a little bit of space, but at the same time, don't make it insanely big. So as for targets, I target the Asian highs or lows depending on the trade. So for this trade, I've targeted the Asian lows and this trade played out beautifully. It hit the Asian lows and I wasn't even in that much drawdown. So it's time to move to trading view to show you guys a market example of a bullish example. I showed you guys a bearish example. I'm going to show you guys how to trade the Judas swing in bullish market conditions. All right, guys, I'm on USD. Let me just clear these other drawings for you guys. Okay, so I'm on USD on the 15 minute. And for our step 1, we want to find the bias, or we want to go into the 15 minute and see the bias of the market. So as you can see, we are bullish on the 15 minute. As you can see, we are forming higher highs and lower highs. So we'll be looking for buys. And as you can see, this is in confluence. If we drop down to the 1 minute, we can see this is confluence with our Judas swing as we have taken out the Asian lows, which means we are long on EURUSD. We want to look for buys now. So we're going to wait for our market structure shift now. Now, a lot of traders may get tricked out here and think this is the true market structure shift, but really and truly, if you zoom out on your chart, you can see this is just equal highs. This is a level of liquidity, so if you trade here, more than likely you'd get users liquidity. However, in this case, I don't think you would. If we measure, say if you entered off this fair value gap, you can see if you had your stop loss around 6 pips or more, then you would not get stopped out. So the entry here would be fine, but I did not enter off this market structure shift as it was a level of liquidity. So as you can see, this candle has closed above this swing high. This is the true market structure shift, and I found it had beautiful displacement, so I entered off this fair value gap right here. And at the 50% mark, obviously. So I use my fib tool. 50% mark. You can see market taps into it right here. So now we are in the trade. We are aiming for our Asian highs, and I'd place my stop loss below my swing lows. So now if we let the trade play out, we can see what happens. Boom, we hit our, why is it not? Okay, we hit our take profit. Just like that. The Judas swing is really simple. If you guys don't understand, rewatch this video until you understand it. This is a really simple strategy. So just like that, you guys would have secured a nearly 1 to 3 risk to reward trade, caught about 20 pips. If you do this a couple times, this can pass your funded challenge. Just make sure you look out for this. It does not form every day, however. I say you enter only with the criteria I've given you to minimize your risk for this trade. This is how I keep my win rate so high for this strategy. If you wait for a 15-minute bias or 5-minute bias, you trade along with that bias, in confidence with that bias, you'll have extremely high win rate with this strategy. So if you didn't understand, just replay this video until you get it. But that is all for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.